Everybody who's in YouTube watching this. This is another episode of the Horror on the Orient Express. Finally, part 5 of the. Start by doing a little recap of
Yes.
what happened last session. Well, last session, Mr. Scott Myers, who was wearing a blood red fez, uh, well, he became like possessed by something, and with tremendous strength, he fought Angus and Anthony in his cabin, and sadly, Mr. Angus Alexander was killed by this creature. And after some tense moments and a lot of panic aboard the train, the thing, or well, Scott Myers was killed by Mr. Tony Taylor in self-defense. But Mr. Taylor found a very weird book that was hidden below the pillow of the deceased Mr. Myers. It was uncovered by the one dying Angus. As he fell, he tumbled and uncovered this book, and then Tony grabbed it. And Tony has the book, and after a few hours of inquiries by the authorities aboard the train, officials on the train did some inquiries and investigation and interview all parts involved in this incident. They came to the conclusion that it was self-defense. A lot of witnesses aboard the train saw this man lose his head and attack people on the train, and he killed Angus, and Tony killed him in self-defense. So, yeah, basically when the train stops at Vienna, I think it's like 5-ish o'clock on the second day of traveling. Yet, 5:50 p.m. arrives at Vienna. Well, there is 2 stops in Vienna. This is Vienna, West Bahnhof, and an hour, like about an hour later, it stops in Vienna, Staatsbahnhof. Like, I think it's 2 banks of a river, I think. I don't know. I'm not an expert in geography. But, yeah, you stop at Vienna, West Bahnhof at 5:50. By that time, the officials aboard have basically done all the investigation. They just present it to the authorities in Vienna, and all checks out. This is done to keep delays at a minimum, because that's very important to the people managing the Orient Express. And yeah, you are cleared basically. All the things, all the investigation is handed over to authorities in Vienna, and all is okay. Yeah, well, Mr. Myers' corpse is removed from the train. His wife, Elizabeth Myers, is sedated and most likely committed somewhere in Vienna. You don't know what will happen to her. And yeah, you all convene into. This was Angus's room, right? Angus and Tony cabin. I think you are there, right?
Angus and Tony did share a cabin, I think, yes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to move you guys to. Sorry, I didn't move you to the sleeping car. All right. So last thing we were when in the last session you were in this cabin. We convened there. I think Tony revealed that he found that this book called "The Whispers of the Fest," or the Fest, not the Fest. Okay, um, and you were in Vienna a bit late. The train is going. It's letting the passengers aboard. The people this is going to board the train in Vienna. You are supposed to rendezvous with Baron Leopold von Holz here in Vienna. Um, we're going to introduce a new character. That's Harold Ward, Harry Ward. He is a professor, a colleague of Professor Julius Smith, who is friends with the investigators, and he was the one who asked for help and end up involving investigators into all this blood red face mess. Has a nice tune to it. A blood red face mess.
I'm Professor Harold, or you can call me Harry Worth. I was just dragged on here by Professor Smith to be a translator. I didn't sign up to be investigated for murder. This is not what I signed up for. These people are crazy.
Okay, I loved your introduction, Oliver, but you didn't let me finish.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I'm going to tell you. I loved it. I love, but yeah, that's Harry. Actually, that's okay. But actually, Harry knows about this mess a bit more than he lets on.
Well, because I do have an interest in the occult.
Yes, and he is a trusted colleague of Professor Smith. And yeah, well, he came here to be your translator. Professor Smith briefed him about the Blood Red Fest. He knows the same things that you know about it. So we're going to start. We're going to start with the last scene from last session. As the train stops in Vienna and all the paperwork, investigation, whatever is done, and finally passengers start boarding, you guys watch from your window among the passengers boarding the train. You watch a gentleman, a very tall and gaunt gentleman, dressed in impeccable clothes, very fine clothes, like he looks like nobility. So, the three of you, please. Well, Harry, you are not with the rest of the guys, but you are in your room and you watch this too through the window. So I will have you guys make me a little spot hidden roll.
Okay.
The first roll of the night.
Okay. Oh, what's that?
Well, it's a success for Harry and Charles.
Oh, do I have to roll as well? Are we all in the
Yeah,
same room?
you can.
Merriweather, do you see that? Do you see that?
Well, yeah, you want you guys. I think Harris hasn't introduced himself to the group again. He's in his room now. Okay, so you three of you, when you see this gentleman, you realize he's very well dressed. He must be nobility. For all the medals and stuff you made the dog, he's the Baron, maybe. What you notice is that despite he's impeccably dressed, he's a bit like his grooming is a bit off. Like he maybe he didn't shave properly. Like there may be like a little tuft of beard, like in a spot of beard, weird spot, like
Missed
here
a
or
bit.
there, and maybe the hair is combed so perfectly. It's like some like little crazy hairs
Okay.
around.
Okay.
But other than that, he is impeccably dressed as nobility, of course. So, well, the passengers come aboard. You know that the passengers that are board in the train now, every passenger that boards the train in en route is going to be sleeping in the second car, because this car where you are for people that are going to are taking the express route, like from Paris all the way to Constantinople. So if you you want to rendezvous with the Baron, well, you need to go to
Right.
the other car, or you may wait until dinner time to seek him out. I don't
Quick.
know. What do you want to do?
Quick question, not out of character but out of roleplay. How many stops away is Paris from Vienna?
How many stops?
Yes. Like how far away, how
but
long in
that-
time as well? Like what
Like,
what are we
well,
what are we away
the
from
day-
Paris?
Well, you are in Austria. You are in Vienna now. That's not that actually not that far. I mean, but you are like, let's say, I could say like half the way through, because the journey takes 3 days. You are on your second day in the afternoon.
Okay.
So let's say you are halfway there.
Well, so we're
More or less.
we're a day and a half away from Paris, you mean?
From Constant, yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay.
You like a day and a half from Paris.
Okay, well, Harry's going to say to Tony and Charles, because I think they both spotted it. Did you see? But that Baron von Holt, he looks very well kept, except for, did you see one or two little things? And it's like the man missed a bit when he was shaving, or he's got something stuck in his hair. Or, what do you think is going on there for a man of such nobility? What?
Okay,
How
I'm
would
going
you
to
miss?
play. Harry,
How would you
you're
miss
going to
something
the
like
cabin.
that?
You are going to the cabin with your friends then, while your companions. Yeah, you just are there. Now, tell me this now. Are you going to tell your friends now that you are,
That's what
you
I'm saying.
know
I'm like,
what
did
they're
you see
doing?
that?
huh?
I was like, did you see that? To them. Why does he look?
Because remember that they don't know that you know what they are doing here. You're just a translator for them.
Yeah,
But you know,
but Baron von Holt is still very like famous person, so I'm just like, isn't that bad?
it's not that famous. Actually, you know, you may know about him because, well, you know that you're expected to meet him here.
Right. Okay.
But
So
it's not
these
like
guys
him.
don't even know that I know that they're looking for this guy to meet. Okay.
You told me that because
Okay,
up
okay.
until now, Harry's just the translator they had. They that the Professor Smith sent with
Okay.
you, but actually Harry was asked by the professor to keep an eye of them to in case of any problems they had, like, and he was briefed on what's at stake here. So it's up to you if you're going to reveal that to your friends. Remember, you are not supposed to be in the loop, but if you want to explain your situation to your character, you can do that.
Well, I guess
What?
this is him. What's his intelligence then? Hang on, I'll look at his character sheet because maybe this is him accidentally like letting them know. What's his his intelligence is 80, right? So he's not gonna accidentally like let slip that he. Okay, so
I mean, it's not really like.
rewind. He stays quiet. It doesn't say that. Okay, if you want.
As I said before, if the intention of Professor Smith was that you help them if they needed to, if things got out of hand, and boy, did they get out of hand.
I'm not here for murder investigations. I'm here to translate because we're going to a country with these people, these simpletons, only know one language. So that's why I'm here.
So well, if you want to just like.
I'm a bit shaken up. How many sanity points is Harry lost? Because he's been with us for the 4 episodes. He must have lost a few sand points. He must be a bit shaken up.
Yeah.
I'm playing him as a bit shaken up.
I have to. He hasn't lost. He hasn't had any episodes.
No, but I think we've seen some shit though.
Yeah,
they've
but
seen Angus die, and Angus was a good man. Like,
no, he wasn't in the room.
That's like minus 1d20 for seeing a man like that.
I'm going to check his NPC sheet because I should have the.
I'm going to be whispering to Charles. I'm like, I think this Harold guy wets the bed too. Do you reckon? He's got that look about him, like he's nervous all the time.
He just needs to spit out what he's saying.
It was only one. It was only the one time that's never happened to me before. I've never seen a man die.
You didn't see him die. Remember, you weren't in the room.
I've never seen that dead body being taken from a train. A man that I just known for 5 minutes.
But yeah, in previous sessions, Harry as an NPC lost 4.
Okay.
Sanity points.
So he's a little shaken.
So you have to subtract 4 points from the character sheet. So you have 46 sanity.
Okay, I'll do that.
Charles, we need to give you a nickname, didn't you?
I did not mean to roll there. I need to go into edit mode. So he's got what, 46 out of 50, yeah?
Got a mean right hook.
I'm gonna call you Charles the Fist.
3 of you are in Charles and Angus's. Well, Angus is not. Well, Charles, you have now the room for yourself. You can grab the bed all you want, and you can't blame Angus anymore.
You can't mess with Charles the Fister.
So what do you want to do now?
So fucking hard.
I'm gonna help take the old mattress off and be like, let's get rid of that smelly Angus. So you have a nice fresh bed. You have the nice dry one that you deserve, Charles.
It's about time. I've been talking to the train folks and they wouldn't get me some clean sheets.
Don't worry. I mean,
no, this is the only express. They got you.
Really? You think Mr. Alexander was a bedwetter? Really?
Do you want to smell it?
Happens somehow. Are you stating that?
No, I don't want to smell it. I'm here to translate only, please. Leave me alone.
Tony gets in the middle, so like fate breaks up. Like, guys, come on, 50, you gotta calm it down. Like, yeah, he's a prick, but maybe you can help us.
I just wish he'd spit it out.
I think you are starting to realize, maybe seeing the fine folks you are up against, that you may be needing someone who speaks Turkish, Arabic, Persian, and this is the guy.
Listen, do we really need that when I know Sanskrit? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's what all the base languages came from. He basically saying you speak every language. I mean, I'm dumb, so I don't know, but I'm guessing that's about right.
Well, let me just let me look at the character sheet. I'll tell you what I speak.
You speak Sanskrit.
English, obviously. I speak English, obviously, of course, perfect English. I'm fairly proficient in Arabic. I can understand Kurdish and write and read a little bit, but Persian, I'm very good in Turkish, of course. That's why I'm here, because I speak Turkish.
So no Sanskrit.
Unfortunately, my studies have not led me yet to Sanskrit, Professor Merriweather. Perhaps sometime you can show me the beginnings.
Yeah, perhaps.
Thank you. It would be much kind of you. Thank you.
Like, he's like, you'll be okay, but that's strike one. You got 2 left. You don't speak Sanskrit. That's 1. You got 2 left.
Man, this is a tough crowd, dude.
I know.
But we've accepted him. He just needs to make sure he's cool.
He's not cool. He's just here to translate. He's scared. He's scared and
I'll
well out
your
of his
character
depth.
If this new character dies as well, I'll wet myself. I'll wet Charles's bed as well. I'll wet all the beds if you don't.
It'll be my 3rd in a row actually if he does, because the last one did as well. Remember that other one?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
I'm gonna get the book out. I'm gonna get the book out and be like, okay, smart guys, I'm dumb. I found this book in that room when everything went to shit, and I'll get the weird book out that we found last time.
yeah, this book. Well, actually, you don't know the name, Tony, because the book is in some foreign language you can't understand. But Harry, when you see the book,
That
you
is what
understand,
I'm here for.
because it's written in Persian.
Ah,
So you read the title. The title says "The Whispers of the Fest," and yeah, the book is all written in Persian.
okay.
It's about. You think it's going to take you like a day, 24 hours?
Did you say the whispers
be
of the
able-
Fez?
Yes, you are going to need you about like 24 hours a day,
Okay.
just a day to read if you want to read it and know what it is about.
Well, I'm going to start immediately in all my downtime then.
Okay,
That's what I'm here for.
all right, perfect. So, well, you start like talking among yourselves in the room. The train has already departed from the station, and it's approaching to the other Vienna station in the Stadtbahnhof. And there is a knock on your door
Oh, great.
while you are still like introducing yourselves and talking.
Good,
So
brilliant.
there is this knock.
Who is it?
Okay. Well, you hear a deep voice say, "This is Baron von Holz."
Who? You're gonna have to speak up out there.
I'm gonna try and find Charles. I'm gonna get Charles's ear horn out. I'm like, Charles, wait a minute. Get your horn in. There you go. There you go.
Don't
There you
forget
go.
Charles's ear horn. Aye.
This is Baron von Holz.
I'll look at Tony. Mr. Taylor, aren't you going to answer?
I'm just
the
gonna
door?
tell Charles who is. I said, Dieter von Tees. Apparently, shall I let them in?
Who's Dieter?
I don't know. I was like, why have I gone posh now? It's like, yeah, I'll let him in. Tony goes to
You see this the same gentleman you saw on the platform, and he said, well, then you must be the ones that Herr Smith said was going to meet me here in the train. Very well.
You gonna translate this?
Yeah, like, how
well-
old was he saying?
Well, Harry. Yes, I believe he's speaking. And Austrians don't speak. There's no. Is it Austrian? Do they speak German? Austrians. Forgive my ignorance if I'm wrong.
It's
like.
really like German, like,
Yeah,
it's very
yeah.
similar to German.
I believe he says, "Are you Mr. Smith's friends?" Professor Smith's friends. He's asking if we are Professor Smith's colleagues.
Yeah.
Excuse me, gentlemen, but I think I'm speaking perfect English. So, let's skip pleasantries then. Where is the book? Did you got the book and the fez?
It's like we're not giving some strange guy like some stuff, alleged stuff that we may or may not have. Like, we don't know who you are.
Actually, you know that's one of the things that were planned by Smith. Baron von Holz is the one who's financing this whole trip,
Oh, okay.
this whole expedition, and you were supposed to meet him.
He's a
in Vienna.
benefactor, yeah.
He's like, oh, he's like, I'm gonna buy everyone drinks like last time. That solved the problem. Wow. Let's go to the bar.
Yeah, that worked last time, mate.
Ain't there?
We don't have time for this.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna hand him the book. I'm not gonna hand him the book. I guess I'll let the party explain what's happened to stuff. But I'm gonna make sure the book is covered up because we've not looked at the book yet.
I'm looking at the book. Are you asking me to give you the book?
A little bit.
He was exactly. He's reading the book. He's reading the book actually. He just said he was going to start reading the book.
Of course, you wanted me to translate, so I'm trying to read the book, of course. And he's looking scared when he sees this Baron von Holt, and I guess he holds the book out nervously. His hands are shaking, like.
Just look at Charles and like, right, he's on one. He's just lost two. He's on one more, and then.
I'm just here to translate. I know who the benefactor is, obviously, because I've been sent here by Professor Smith, so I know that this guy's the benefactor.
Yeah, I guess Catherine's the one who does all the charming.
Do you have the fez?
Well, well, I'll show him the fez. I'll get the fez down from the case because it's in it's in this room, right? We kept it in this room. Yeah.
Well,
show him the fez.
Well, this is very good. So, Herr Smith sent very competent people. I'm pleased. So, please, I'm going to need the book and the fez to ascertain more things that we don't know about our enemy's plans. And he motions to Harry to hand him the book. And he motions to Tony to hand him the fez. Now, gentlemen, if you please.
He's gonna joke and like try and put it on his head, but not actually put it on his head. Like,
hey! Stop that! Are you crazy?
Just a joke. Come on.
Haven't you done a little bit of research about this fez? I mean, yes, we need to. We're going to need to perform some experiments, but this is not the way. So
okay, no fun. Just puts it back in the hat box.
He just grabs the case where you have the fez, and you handed him the book, Harry.
Oh, I'm just nervously holding it out, like.
Okay.
I would really love to read it first, of course, because I was sent here to translate it. But I believe you are the boss. Don't worry. Don't worry. I have to study this. I will go to my chambers. I would love a transcript if at all possible. To of course, just for my own studies. It's something that interests me very much. These affairs of the occult.
Yes, it's fascinating. Yeah,
most fascinating, Baron von Holt.
I will be in my cabin studying. I don't want to be disturbed. I will send for you when I need you. and he just turns around and goes away.
Can I like try? Can I try and do some sort of persuasion roll to see if? But if everyone hold it before you take it away, could I please just for my own notes and for the translation purposes, please could I read it first, and I will bring it to you in your own cabin. I will bring it myself.
Oof. This is going to be extreme, man. But go ahead.
Let's go. Where's my character sheet? What's my persuade?
It's
Where is it?
in the P
It's in
of
the
persuade.
third column. Ooh. Ah, come on, push the roll. I'm pushing the roll. Please. Honestly, I will read it so fast. Honestly, Baron von Hott, I swear to your most noble personality that you must let me have this chance, please. I'm pushing the roll.
Man,
Push the
that's
roll.
very good. That's very
Push
good
the roll.
roleplay,
Push
man.
the roll. Push the roll.
Yes. Push it.
What's a hard success? How many points for an extreme? How many luck points is it?
You need 2 points of luck for an extreme.
Let's go. Let's go. Edit mode.
All right. He turns around and says, "Very well. You are very passionate, Herr. Worth, like your name."
Yes, it's Professor Worth. It's a pleasure to meet you, Baron.
Well, Professor Worth.
Thank you.
Well, let's just accompany me to my cabin. I will need an assistant for this investigation. So, please join me.
He wants me to go to his cabin with him.
I'm just gonna start walking out with them.
Yeah, you follow. Very well, good idea.
Hey, I only need one.
Of course.
Assistant.
He looks back at Tony and Charles.
I'm teaching this young man some Sanskrit, so he's my apprentice, and wherever he goes, I go.
It's like, I'm Tony, I'm bigger than everyone.
I'm sorry, but I cannot be bothered with this. I only need one assistant. I don't need everyone in my cabin. I will send for you when I need you.
Okay. It's like, come on, Charles. We'll go to the bar car and do some fun shit. Get in a fight. Get some applesauce.
Go for it. Let's do it.
Okay.
I guess I'll go with him then. I'll look back at him with a scared look in my eyes and be like,
"We'll come get you in an hour."
I need more than an hour to read it.
Doesn't mean I'm not going to be a nuisance.
Nice. Let's go.
Haven't you any research at all? So, well, you just march down to the second sleeping car with Baron von Holz and Charles. No, sorry, no, Charles, no, Harry. Where you're walking around, you pass through the. I think you have to go through the lounge car, or the dining car. On the way there. Give me a spot hidden.
Okay.
And do it with a bonus dice because this is a pretty standout situation. I think a bonus die.
I got an extreme success in the first one. I don't think I need to reroll that.
No, well, no. When you are walking around the train following the Baron von Holz, he's very single-minded, walking down, just looking ahead, single-mindedly marching towards his cabin with the book under his arm and the case with the face in his hand. So he doesn't seem to be paying attention to his surroundings, but you do. And you see in the lounge car, you see a very exotic woman sitting there with a purple kimono, like Japanese kimono, and short jet black hair. This is this is a purple kimono with a red dragon embroidered in the kimono. A very exotic woman sitting sitting there. You realize she's not Asian. She doesn't look Asian, but she's dressed like that way, and she has like short black hair.
Was she Caucasian like us?
She looks Caucasian.
Okay, okay. She just
She's
dressed like
dressed
that.
like
Okay, okay.
yeah, and she's sitting at the bar alone.
Okay, okay, okay.
And you when that seems to say you glimpse, you catch her like watching you and the Baron as you walk by, but when she notices that you're looking at her, she just turns her eyes away.
Mm, okay. And she was looking at the Baron, or she was looking at me?
Yeah, she was looking at both of you.
Okay. And she's what, just sitting at the bar as we go through the lounge cart?
Yes, she's in the bar, and you're passing through, like going to the other car, to the Baron's uh, cabin.
Noted. Noted.
So, okay. Um, well, you enter into the Baron's cabin. It's a cabin, a single bed cabin, like the rest of the ones you have seen in the train. Um, and he says, "Well, Professor Volz, um, um, I'm going to be studying this book. I could use your help translating."
And he said I could read it
So-
first. That's what all that good rolling was all about.
And he's going to like read it. He knows Persian too, not that good as you, but he has a grasp of the language. So yeah, basically you're reading it between like in out loud, and you correct him some pronunciation things, and well, you're like reading the book for a bit there. Let's get back to Tony and Mr. Merriweather. So, some minutes pass since Harry went with the Baron. So, what are you going to do?
I guess, Merryweather, do you need feeding again? Is it feeding time?
I ain't eating.
No eating? Okay. Yeah, well, I was going to go to the bar card just to hang out and talk about our dead friend who we've not really discussed or thought about who we should, have a drink for him like people do.
Okay, you Charles, you're going to turn into the bar then? Okay,
Yeah.
you're going to the lounge bar and you order some drinks. And both of you see this exotic woman I described earlier, sitting in the bar alone. She's now having a drink, and she's like, looking around. It's the same as I said to Harry. She's dressed in this purple kimono with a red dragon embroidered in the kimono. She has short, like the shoulders, jet black hair. But you notice she's not Asian. She is Caucasic. Now, some people at the time, all Asian, Japanese, Chinese culture was very exotic and strange at that time. So it's not crazy that some girl, it's a young girl, like goes and dressed like like a Japanese woman, just out of fashion only. But yeah, she's there.
I'm gonna nudge Merryweather. I'm like, how do you say pretty lady in Sanskrit?
I can only write it. I can't say it.
It's a script, that Sanskrit. Script. But Tony's a bit dumb in those.
No, this shit.
Yeah.
I fucking love Tony.
I'm gonna write it down in crayon on a piece of paper.
Hand it
So
down.
he's gonna go up. He's gonna go up and get the drinks from the Medi, where the book kind of greet her and try and be Tony about it, because he's not that persuasive. He's just gonna say hello and that she has a cool outfit on.
Oh, okay. Well, you're there. Something particular you want to do something about
No,
the girl? You're just going to stare at her?
I'm literally just gonna go up and say, "Yeah, you have a cool outfit on," because my persuasion stuff is not very good. So yeah, just gonna say hello.
But what do you want to persuade her for?
No, I'm just literally greeting her and see if she responds. I'm just like saying hello.
Yeah, that would. If you well, I'm not going to make you roll because you're not trying to do anything in particular. But that would be a charm roll anyway. But yeah, you say to her that and see what she turns around and say, "Thank you." And well, let's go with an intelligence check
Okay.
because it was a very brief word, but let's go with intelligence check for Tony. No, 40 intelligence, right? That's right, 40.
I'm not smart.
Okay, yeah, you're not smart. Definitely, you're not smart. And Charles, what about you? You heard that too, so let's go with intelligence. That's a success.
Yay.
You notice a very faint accent in this girl. You just heard it before. She speaks funny, just like that Baron guy. You pick up this very faint accent in that thank you.
Where's the damn translator?
Translate the book.
Do Merryweather saying this like openly, like there's no filter, you're just shouting it out.
Did I split the
I
party
would
10
say it,
minutes
but
in
not
with a new
loud.
character? Sorry, guys.
I didn't
I was
understand
scared.
you, young lady. Say that in English, but I'm speaking English. But yeah, all jokes aside, you pick this faint accent, very similar to this guy you just heard speaking nonsense in your room.
I'll walk up to her and start commenting on her kimono. I didn't see where you got on the train at, but that's quite an elaborate kimono that you're wearing. Do you mind if I ask what the meaning behind it is?
Well, I just like Oriental culture. I have been to Japan and on a trip once, and I loved the clothing or all the Japanese culture, and I enjoy it. And yeah, definitely this girl speaks very similar to this Baron guy you just heard.
I'll be kind of direct then in saying that, like, it's very hard to understand through your accent. My ear isn't accustomed to these accents, but a gentleman friend of ours, Mr. Baron von Passavafas, Didn't quite catch his name, but are you two traveling together?
No, no, I'm traveling. I'm traveling alone, and well, we just passed Vienna right now, so yeah, maybe you're going to find people that speak a lot like me around these parts. I got on in Vienna too, but I'm traveling alone. Can a woman travel alone? In my times.
It's a great question.
Okay,
I think
even Tony figures like, I thought only certain ladies at this time traveled alone. Isn't it a bit dangerous for a lady like yourself to be traveling alone?
Why? Why am I in danger? This is the Orient Express.
Well, don't want to freak you out, but I just shot someone about 12 hours ago, so it's pretty dangerous on this train.
Only 2 deaths since yesterday.
Well,
What is it?
the side is
Only killed one man. Only killed one of it.
Zero days since the last
2
accident.
days. Okay, well, actually, a couple of hours, like just 2 hours without any deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
But
like, yeah, it's pretty safe.
she says, well, yes, yeah, I heard someone died on board, some person went crazy, but well, more to my favor. I heard it was the husband of a lady, and the poor lady's now.
3 people
I heard
died
he-
in the train? Has there been 3 deaths? To make sure
Yeah.
that I'm right.
Yeah,
Anger.
but
Is it
The
3?
lady's
but-
husband and that guy who attacked me.
Oh yeah,
Well,
it's 3.
well, my case is made now. I'm alone. I don't have a husband
0
go
deaths
crazy
since the
on
3
me,
yesterday.
so I'm perfectly safe.
Tony doesn't want to be on this train now. It's like 3 people died pretty close together. No, he's okay.
You caused one of them.
Me,
Very,
I told-
very nice for you to worry about me. I didn't catch your name.
I am Hair Tony. That is my name. You can call me Hair Tony.
Okay,
Well, Harry-
Tony.
Harry
Tony. I will just. Oh, I think I will just call you Tony.
Tony, can Tony do a very mild intimidation and be like, you might want to kind of stick with us, little lady, you know, if you don't want to get killed. Well, I'd kill you, but you know, crazy people. He's gonna do a very light intimidation
Ooh.
on her. See if she'll.
Okay, but are you trying? Well, she is. Well, just go with a hard intimidation roll.
Okay.
Go on, Martin. I love it.
Oh no.
Okay,
It's not worth using luck on.
Aye, it is. Aye, it is.
Thank you for your
Nah.
thank you for your concern, Herr Tony. But I'm perfectly fine by myself. I know how to handle myself.
You couldn't handle yourself better than this Professor Fister here.
She just makes like she
Charles
doesn't
the
understand
Fist.
what
Very
to
well.
catch what you mean by that, but she just gives you this weird look, like okay, this weird old
I don't think
man.
that translated properly.
Like,
Where's your
I said-
translator at?
It sounds better in Sanskrit, but it's very scary in Sanskrit.
I'm trying to read this book as fast as I fucking can, sorry.
Okay, let's put. Okay, this is very fun, but let's put a pin on this for a bit. And speaking
Yeah,
of
yeah.
translators, get back to Harry, who is just working.
I'm reading it as fast as I can, taking in as much as I can.
He's working with Baron von Holz. Let's say
Now, how much I tell him depends on what I'm taking in, I guess.
your Yeah, you're learning quite a bit about the fest. This is a very interesting book, and no wonder these people killed the poor Mr. Devore back in London for this book, because this book is yes, it's very enlightening about the fest, but there's still quite a ways to go. But also the Baron, he seems a very learned occultist, and his insights help you a lot to understand more of the book more quickly.
I was going to ask, I'm a bit of a... I think the character is a bit of an occultist as well, so...
Oh, I am a respected occultist back in Vienna. I have a very humble following of like-minded individuals. But yes, we need to learn more about these powers, these mysteries, if we want to defeat the men behind this. Don't you agree with this, Professor Wortz?
Of course I do. Of course I do. I do. Yes.
Very well. Let's keep on. Let's keep going.
Can I make an occult roll here? I want to make an occult roll if possible to see if I'm taking anything in that kind of vein from reading this. Is that alright?
What do you want to get with the occult roll? Sorry.
From reading this book, is rolling occult going to give me any extra knowledge to see if anything clicks from something from my previous occult knowledge? No. Okay.
No, because you're like, this is stuff that you have never heard of.
Okay.
In any circle of occultism ever, and this is crazy, man. This is like, well, you don't know that, but this is mythos level stuff. You know, this is way above any occultist crap you have ever read.
Okay.
And it's frightening.
I don't want to roll mythos unless you're forcing me to, because last time I did that, I got a critical fumble and it really fucked up that character.
Well,
really badly.
Actually, Von Holz seems to be more insightful about all you are reading. He's fascinated.
He's sharing it with me.
Yes,
okay.
Like you are. He's sharing this with you. And give me a hard psychology roll.
Okay.
Harry.
How's my psychology? Oh!
Oh, wow!
There you go. There you go. There's your hard
Baron
psychology.
You notice the Baron actually very enthusiastic with all this research and very... You could say like just boarding into the fanatism, like obsession, more not fanatism, more like obsession. Like he's like fascinated with the power of the blood red face.
Like it's taken over them.
What like you are sensing like he is when you speak to him, like, you know, like he's trying to defeat Menaf and his people, and he speaks highly of Professor Smith and Professor Demir back in Constantinople. Like he refers to them as allies. But when you read the book with him, you notice he's very interested in this. Like he clearly seems to be, he wants to understand this. He wants to have this power to defeat this evil, but he's also fascinated with it. And he grows more and more fascinated with it as you read with him.
Okay.
So there you are. Some hours pass. Let's check the train schedule to see where are we at.
Like, you say fascinated, right? Sorry to elaborate a little bit. Like, fascinated, like he's a little bit mad about it. He's going a little bit mad with it.
You could. Yeah,
it was an
with that
extreme
stream,
success.
You could glimpse. See, I get like a glimpse of madness.
Okay.
But he's doesn't seem that mad. It's like you wonder, is this guy mad? But then he speaks with you and doesn't seem like it. But yeah, something is off about him. Although he really seems interested in helping you and your cause. So
Okay.
the next stop is going to be in like about 5 hours in Budapest at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
So it's at some point they're going to call the passengers for dinner, and that's that. Like at 9 o'clock, Baron von Holz will say, "I'm very busy, young man. I'm very busy. Don't bother me."
But
I believe when
I got 5
what do you want
hours
to
reading
do?
that. I've had 5 hours reading that book so far, eh?
Yeah. Look.
If
Let's
bu-
say you
if
have like
Budapest is 5 hours
with the
and that's
Baron's
next.
help, you have like half the book ready. Like
Okay.
the Baron has been very helpful. His
Okay.
insights have been very helpful.
So I've done 12 hours worth in 5 hours.
Maybe like, yeah, you think if you keep this rhythm, you're tired, but if you keep and hungry, but if you keep this rhythm, you may crack this by tomorrow.
Okay. I'm going to keep reading.
But
I guess I'll try to eat something as well, if I can squeeze it in.
yeah, the guy offers you to bring a plate to you and the Baron, but the Baron barely touches it. Let's go back with our friends Charles and Tony, who were at the bar with this woman. What do you do the next couple of hours? The girl is just in the bar, in the bar. She drinks for a bit. Maybe she spends an hour or so lounging there. And but you guys, what do you do?
I guess take Merryweather to the bathroom about 5 times, change him.
I suppose
think-
so. I suppose.
I think after about an hour, I said I was gonna follow back up with Harry.
Actually, if you go after a couple of hours, maybe at dinner times, before dinner, you go to dinner, and you go to the cabin. It's where Harry is, and maybe you see the one of the maybe waiter guys, like he just left a plate there, and you knock on the door. And the Baron answers, "Who is it? Who is it? Oh, this, you're like oh, my God. He just opens the door. You hear Charles on the other side of the door, Harry, but the Baron opens the door like he just like a little bit and looks at you. I'm sorry, Herr. What was your name again?
Where's the translator at?
He's busy. We are busy. We almost got it. We almost got what we need to defeat our enemies. But we are very busy, Herr. Again, I didn't catch your name. What was your name?
My name. You want my name?
Oh, we we haven't introduced ourselves properly, I guess. But anyway, I'm busy. It's just, I'm busy. And he just shuts the door off.
I didn't get a lick of that.
Tony, are you with him? Are you like, accompany, just keeping company?
Tony just found it hilarious that now Merryweather has to be the charming one, so he's just like laughing under his breath and watching it and not interfering at all. He's just letting it happen.
All right. Okay, well, he just shuts the door. You just got a glimpse of Harry sitting with the book, like just deep into a lot of paper, notes and stuff, but nothing much.
Gonna say to Merryweather, I was like, God, and we thought Angus was boring. This guy is just like nothing, like no personality. At least Angus wet the bed sometimes.
I feel like it's those book lovers. They've got some book files on this train that just are hermits in their rooms.
They should probably put these type of book files on like a list or a register or something, maybe. I don't know.
Isn't that what libraries are for? Don't they index the...
We can put these... Yeah, we'll figure something out, Merryweather.
If they have a library card, they're probably one of them.
Yeah, I reckon there's a lot of these files who go to libraries and stuff, like loitering around. Yeah.
What do you do, guys?
I'm gonna ask.
Morning, Martin.
Are you going? Are you going to dinner with the other passengers, Charles and Tony, or you're just going to stay there? Are you going to try something else? What do you want to do?
I was gonna ask Charles if he remembered. He's like, did Menaf get off the train? Did we see him get off after all the shenanigans, or is he
No,
still?
also Menaf should not have left the train because he's in the same car as you. He's going for you know Menaf is going for Constantinople. That's its goal. In fact,
I'm gonna drag Merryweather to see if we can at least, see if we can try to spy on him a bit, because obviously he caused a lot of problems to me before. So I'm gonna see if we can spy on him.
Yeah, actually, it's very after all the troubles and all the shit that went down, you haven't seen Menaf or his dogs anywhere. But you didn't. You were watching the platform when people were getting down and up and stuff. You didn't see him come off. They should not come off because no one in your car is getting down the train onto Constantinople. So, well, that's that. But you don't know for sure. So you want to go to the dinner car and have dinner with the rest of the passengers, okay? Okay? Let's go.
Okay.
You go to the... I'm asking you if you want to do that or you want to do something else.
No, I was just the only loose end I've got on my little pad was find out if Menaf was there, because obviously pretty dangerous. So
yeah, no, well, you know that you haven't seen him go off the train. You haven't seen him on the train either, but it would be pretty weird for him to leave the train because he's going to Constantinople. That you all guys figured that out. You two, are you going to? You have two options. You can go to the dinner car to have dinner with the other passengers. You just go to the cabin and have some food there, or there's something else you want to do. If you want to know if Menaf is there, well, you can go to the dinner car at dinner.
Yeah.
And yeah, you will see Menaf there, like nothing has happened, and he just gives you some weird glances to you guys, but nothing more. And as you walk, but before this, I forgot about this. When you're walking down, as you're leaving the second car where Baron is, you give me a listen check, both of you. Well, that figures.
I forgot my ear horn.
You just make it to the car and have dinner and see Menaf there giving you these like weird glances, but nothing more. Okay, so back in the Baron Von Holz cabin, you guys are like pretty well advanced into the study of the fest.
Okay.
And you understand you are beginning to understand, Harold, that there is some things that you can do to control the fest and do stuff with the fest.
Yep.
You still don't get the gist of it, but you are pretty sure you understand why these guys murdered that poor old man to get to this book, and they keep this hidden.
Okay.
But the Baron says to you, well, Professor Varts, I think we have reached a stage where we need to do some experiments to get this right. We cannot mess this up.
Experiments? Whatever do you mean, Baron?
For starters, I'm going to need you as my assistant to wear the fez. Oh, please put it on.
Are you sure, Baron? You want me to wear the fez?
But of course, what other way do you see to get an experiment done if not hands-on?
What exactly?
Or hands-on?
What exactly are you trying to find out with your experiment, Baron von Holt?
We are going to put to the test everything we have learned. Actually, Harry, you realize that what you haven't had the full picture yet, but because what you read, you understand that the fest is going to be needed. You are going to need to wear. Someone is going to need to wear the fez.
But I've been reading this book. I've read half this book now. What's it gonna? I know what. I've got a good idea what it's gonna do to me. So before I put this,
you already have an idea because you know everything that your friends know because Julius briefed you. So
I don't know if I'm gonna put the fez on. Like I'll put it on.
I don't have time for this, Professor Vogt.
I'll put it on. I'll put it on.
You put it on?
I'm scared. Okay. I'm intimidated. I'll put it on. It's an NPC.
Okay. Okay. Well, you start hearing. Actually, let's just leave it at there. You just put the face on, and we're going to leave this session here, as Harry just puts the blood red face that Matthew Pook was wearing when he died. You put it on, and Baron von Holz smiles. Well, let's get the experiment going, and we are going to leave this session here.
Yes, brilliant.
So, well, I hope this was part 5. It doesn't seem like it. We got ahead of it.
I can't wait to see what happens. Harry's an NPC to me, mate. I never made him. I'll forget the accent by the next session anyway. It's fine.
So, well, we will see what happens with Harry and the Blood Red Fest, and what kind of mess he's going to get into.
Fantastic.
And one thing you don't notice in the dinner car, my friends, Charles and Tony, you don't see this exotic woman, and she's very hard to miss. But she doesn't have dinner with the rest of the passengers. So let's leave it like this, okay? Let's see what happens next session. I hope it's sooner than this one.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah. Tune in for the next one, folks. Let's
Thanks.
let's drop that in case you're not already aware for the next one.
So, and well, Catherine is just sleeping, and she wakes up, and she says to Amelia like, "Oh, did I miss something?" But yeah, we're going to stop there, and let's see what happens. Okay. Well, for the folks watching this in the YouTube channel, thank you for watching this session, and we will be seeing you in the next one and see what happens with our investigators. And well, that's it. Take care and see you the next one. Bye bye.